Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jen and today we are unhauling some books. If you do not know, the goal that I am currently working very hard on accomplishing this year is getting my physical TBR down. Doing a couple of things to do that, including what I'm calling TBR Takedown, and I will link my July TBR, which has all of that information in it below and above or wherever that goes. Basically, I am rewarding myself for finishing the books on my TBR, but also for getting rid of things that I have not read yet. The gist of TBR Takedown, though, is that I get points for every book that I read. I also get points for books that I unhaul. So I went through and said, these ones gotta go. And I got some points in the meantime. So I'm just gonna go quickly over these books. I actually have not read a single one of them. So the caveat here is that I am unhauling these because all of them actually are young adult. The amount of young adult that I am reading currently is significantly less than it has ever been. And it's significantly less than when I acquired these books, and I've just lost interest in reading them. There's nothing wrong with them that I'm aware of. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad, but I'm just going to quickly go through them. If I have specific reasons for why I'm unhauling that, I will let you know. But otherwise, these are just the books I'm getting rid of. I am, as of right now, you've probably seen this hopefully Thursday. And by now these books have been listed on Pengo Books. So if you are interested and in the US, my link to my store is below. So let's just get on to it. I have about 10. The first book is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I absolutely adore the Lunar Chronicles. I still have Lunar Chronicles. It is something I may even reread in the future. I just have I'm never gonna pick this one up. This is sci-fi. I heard I probably would enjoy it, but this is the first in a trilogy. It's big. I'm not in the mood to pursue this any further at this point. Next, we have Prelude for Lassos by Helene Dunbar. This is like a ghost story. I really like this. This doesn't have a jacket, and it's got this really nice finish, and the description is on the inside. This is really pretty. I'm never gonna read this. Next, we have The Dark Tide by Elisa Janinska. May have pronounced that incorrectly. This is actually a sapphic YA fantasy, I believe. This is the one, yes, where she goes to save her brother, I think, and ends up falling in love with the evil queen, I think is the gist of this one. Which sounds really cool, just I'm never gonna read this. Next, we have Reverie by Lasalla. This is a magical realism book about Cain, and that's all I know. I've been meaning to get around to this, and I'm just never gonna do it. This next one, I almost didn't include this, then I decided to do it because I've actually never read anything by this author, and I'm not gonna start now, and that is Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard. This is a YA fantasy that I've actually heard some really not great things about recently. I have not read anything by Victoria Aveyard. I actually unhauled the Red Queen recent in the last year. I'm just never gonna read it. I was really excited about this. I bought this at Target, and I just have no desire to read it anymore. Next is another one that I was on the fence about, and that is These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This sounds really cool. It's never happening. I'm at this point, it's been so long since I've acquired this, and so long since the height of the hype that I don't care anymore. Then next we have The Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen. I don't even know anything about this. I can't remember why I wanted to read this. So it's going away. Next we have Wild Beauty by Anna Marie Licklemore. I got this in an Owl Crate box a long time ago. I think this one is magical realism, and I don't like magical realism. I think that's a thing that I've recently kind of decided. So this one's gonna go. I already read this one, but I'm getting rid of The Other Einstein by Marie Benedict. This is a historical fiction about Albert Einstein's wife, which was actually pretty good. Again, this is probably the only historical fiction I've ever read, so my interpretation of this is not from the perspective of a person who normally reads these kind of books, but I enjoyed this. It was fine, but I don't need to hold on to it. Next we have Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertelli and Aisha Said. I don't even know what this is about. I enjoy Becky Albertelli's, I like the Simon verse, but I'm never gonna get around to reading this. I don't even know what this is about anymore. But I bought it for the Albertelli, and we're just never gonna read this, especially since I'm not reading YA a lot, but I'm definitely not reading contemporary YA. And lastly, we have Vengeance Road and Retribution Rails by Aaron Bowman. These are Westerns. So the only reason I was interested in this and why these formats don't match is that I went to, this one is actually signed and personalized. I don't know how well this is going to go over in terms of getting rid of this, but it's a bookmark in here. What is this? Oh, there's swag in the middle. Like postcards and things in here that I got because I got this book when she was touring with Susan Dennard a bunch of years ago. What year did this come out? 2017. So in 2017, she was touring in the area with Susan Dennard. I went to see Susan Dennard. Ended up picking up this because the event was for Aaron Bowman. Then I apparently was interested in something because then I went and bought the first book, which you could only find in paperback. But I am probably never gonna read these. So they're gonna go. And we're gonna be okay with it. I did this as motivation to get me to unhaul things like this that I just know I'm never gonna read. So every book I unhaul is worth 3 points, where every book I read is worth 2. So this unhaul actually accumulated 33 points, which is actually more than a whole book. So at the moment, the date is July 12th. It's July 12th. I currently am sitting at 60 points, which is 3 books. It is also currently, there's some sales going on. I am about to put in a little bit of we'll call it a bigger order. We did some book shopping. And so I will have a little bit of a haul coming. So we may end up seeing that being really useful, because my guess is that even with the 90-day kind of window before books count as points, at least these books that are coming in, I'm not going to get through it all because there's quite a bit coming. So I'm really kind of interested to keep playing this. I earned 3 of the books that I bought, so technically that works. So there will be a haul coming, but at least we got these off my shelves. They are up for sale on Pango if you're interested, and we're making room for new things. I don't know what to do because the shelf I took these off of is in a different room than all of my romance and my fantasy, which is the place I need the shelves the most. And I don't like to separate them. They need to be with each other. So as I'm making more space, I don't know what to do with these things. That is everything for today. Comment down below if there's anything on here that you want me to try and add back onto my TBR before it sells, because you think I need to read it. And give this video a thumbs up if you've liked it, and subscribe if you have not already. I would greatly appreciate it. And that is everything for today. I will see you in the next one.